Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Learning Math with Shelly. I hope you are liking my videos. Please subscribe my channel, share it because it can help a lot of students. Now in the previous video for this topic, I was explaining the questions from the past papers and the paper is November 2023 International GCSE exam past paper higher tier paper 1. So I have explained question till question 8 in the first video. Now this is the second part of the same exam paper. Here we have this first question as write 5.87 times 10 to the power negative 4 as an ordinary number. See, this number is written in a standard form and we have to write it as an ordinary number like in tens, ones, hundreds, thousands, like that way. So we have 5.87 and 10 to the power of negative 4. So basically it is divided by 10 to the power of positive 4, or I can write it 5.87 over 10,000. And now we have to just remove the decimal point because we have to write the answer as an ordinary number, not as a decimal, like not as in the fraction form. So the number will be, we will be writing it as 587 here, and we have to move it like 4 places. So one place is this one, then 2, 3 and 4. So our number in the ordinary form, it will be 0.000587. Next number is, we have to write this number in the standard form. So now because this is a very big number, so when we have the numbers either very big or very small, we write it in a standard form, and standard form is something like a times 10 to the power of n, where n is an integer, meaning it can be a positive whole number like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or it can be a negative like -1, -2, -3 and so on. A should be a value, it should be greater than 0 but less than 1. Okay, so here we have 84 and then we have 6 zeros. So basically I can write it, it should be less than 10 actually, sorry. A should be greater than 1 and less than 10. So A should be greater than equal to 1 and less than 10. This is the thing. A should be in this way. So here we have A. Now this is 84. Right? So these zeros we can easily write it like 10 to the power of 6 and multiply by 84. But because A should be in between 1 to 10, so what I need to do, I have to make it like 8.4. And how to write it 8.4? We have 84. I can divide it by 10 to make it 8.4, but at the same time I will times by 10 as well because I want to write it as 8.4. So this is 8.4 times 10, which is gonna give me 84 exactly. So from here I will write it 8.4, and because there is a multiplication by 10, so that 10 I will adjust with this 10 to the power of 6. So it is 10 times 10 to the power of 6, which will give me 8.4 times 10 to the power of 7. Again, A should be between 1 and 10. It can be equal to 1 but less than 10 always. Okay. Now the next thing comes here. The number of neurons in the human brain is 8.5 times 10 to the power of 10, and number of neurons in a monkey brain is 1.47 times 10 to the power of 9. Now there is a relation given. The number of neurons in human brain is, so number of neurons in human brain, which is 8.5 times 10 to the power of 10, that is equivalent to k times the number of neurons in the monkey brain. So that is 1.47 times 10 to the power of 9. They said find the value of k. In order to find this k, I am going to divide both sides by 1.47 times 10 to the power of 9, so that this will be cancelled. And here it will be 1.47 times 10 to the power of 9. If I look about this one, so it will be automatically 8.5 times 10 over 1.47. And this is basically 85 divided by 1.47. And when I will be dividing it, and k will come out as 57 point, it is gonna be 57.823129 and so on. So we have to write the answer up to one decimal place, so it will be 57.8. Now let's go to the next question. Here is a triangle ABC. Find the value of x. Now this is the x. Now if you see, we have two triangles here. Basically there are three triangles. There are this triangle, then we have this triangle, and then we have the one biggest triangle here. So we have different triangles here. We have to find out this angle x. If you see, this angle is a part of this, the biggest triangle, and also it is a part of this right angle triangle. So if I need to find out this angle x, this can relate two of the sides of this triangle. But the thing is, I know one side completely and another side, this one or this one, I don't know. Another side means if I'm talking about here, let's say this point is T. So I don't know what is this TB. But this second triangle can help me in order to find out how much is this. Because this total is 22. We have to find out this x. We know this side length is 8. So if somehow I can find out this length, because I can find out this one if I know this part. So I have to do 8 over something. Let's say this point is T. So TB, it is going to give me the tangent of angle x degrees. So my job is now to find out this TB. And to find out this TB, what I'm going to use, the concept of AB minus AT. Now AB is 22, but AT I have no idea, but we can find it out. How? If you take this triangle ATC, this angle is 40 degree. Let's say this is x and this is given as 8. So I can say x, 8 over x is equal to tangent 40 degrees. Or I can say cross multiplication. So x multiplied by tangent 40 degrees, that is equal to 8. So x is equal to 8 over tangent 40 degrees. And in this case, when I will be finding out this x, which is 80, it is gonna be 9.5340. See, this is an intermediate value, so keep it like 4 decimal places or 5 decimal places to give the final answer as a correct value. Now here one thing is important, because they have said this angle is x. So instead of taking this x here, instead you can take it like a y, or you can write 80 even. This is a very, very important point. So you can keep it like y. So now I found AT, which is y, and that is 9.5340. Now what I need to do, I need to find out TB. So TB is equal to AB, which is 22, minus 9.5340, and so on. Now let's get back to this point. So we know that tangent x degrees is equal to 8 over TB, or I can say x is equal to tan inverse 8 over TB, and TB is 22 minus 9.5340. Make sure when you do, you write on the calculator correctly. So this value of x is gonna be 32.69 dot dot dot. So if I have to write the answer up to one decimal place, so x will be equal to 32.7 degrees. That is the answer. Let's go to the next question. Express 3/4 plus 5 minus x over 6x as a single fraction. What is the meaning of single fraction? Here if you see, we have two fractions, 3/4 and 5 minus x over 6x. They want the answer should be one fraction. Here should be one numerator upon denominator. So it is very important to understand what is being asked in the question. So we have 3/4 plus 5 take away x over 6x. Now we know that if we need to add the two fractions or subtract the two fractions, denominators must be same. So I can multiply this one by 6x, and I can multiply this by 4. Here also multiply by 6x, and here also by 4. Because here two terms, so I have to keep it in bracket, 5 minus x. We got 18x over 24x plus 20 minus 4x over 24x. So now I got 18x minus 4x plus 20 divided by 24x. So from here I got 14x plus 20 over 12x. If you see, we have to simplify this fraction as much as we can. So I can take 2 common from the numerator. So it is 2 times 7x plus 10. And in the denominator it is 12x. From here 2 and 12 can be cancelled out. So we will be getting 7x plus 10 divided by 6. Sorry, this is 24x here. Okay, so this will become 12x after the cancellation. So we are getting our final answer as 7x. This is 7x plus 10 over 12x. Okay. Next question. Complete the table of values y is equal to x cubed minus 3x plus 1. So this question is question number 12a. And in this question, what we need to do basically, we need to find out the values of y corresponding to the different x. So when x is negative 2, so y will be negative 2 cubed minus 3 times negative 2 plus 1. Make sure when you write in calculator, you don't write negative 2 cubed. That will be wrong. That is not a correct way. Though you will be getting correct answer here, but it is not a correct way. So it will be negative 8 plus 6 plus 1. So this is negative 1. Then when x is 1, so y will be, so x is negative 1. So minus 1 cubed minus 3 times minus 1 plus 1. So it is minus 1 plus 3 plus 1. So minus 1 plus 4, which is 3. Then x is 0. So y will be 1. And when x is equal to 2, so it is 2 cubed, which is 8. Minus 3 times 2, which is 6 plus 1. So it is 8 minus 6, which is 2 plus 1, 3. And then you can plot these values. Minus 2 and minus 1. So this is the point here. Minus 1 and 3, that is this point. 0, it is 1, this point. 1 and minus 1, this point. 2 and 3, this point. So it is going to be like this. And this is a cubic function. Normally cubic functions are like this. They show a shape of n or inverted n form. Okay. Next question is, here are the 4 graphs given. Write down the letter of the graph that could have the equation y equal to negative 1 over x square. Normally when you have 1 over x square function, they have the form like this or they have the form like this. Here, because it is negative, so this is the corresponding graph. Okay, this is the reciprocal graph like y equal to 1 by x format. This is for the y equal to 1 over x square, and this is for y is equal to minus 1 over x. So it is my advice, when you do the functions questions or graph questions, do as much as every function, reciprocal functions, rational functions, cubic functions, quadratic functions, and note down their key features. Then here we have the next question, question number 13. And it says the cumulative frequency graph gives the information. Here it gives the information about the times in seconds that 80 adults took a log into an online bank. Find the estimated median time. Now what is the meaning of estimated median time? Here if you see, the n value is 80, because cumulative frequency, the total number of values are 80. So median will be the 80 over to 40th value. So this is our 40. And here if you see, what is the value is going to be here? 25. So the median is 25. Then what percentage of these adults took longer than 50 seconds to log in? Now longer than 50 means 50 seconds. So this is 50. So that means we are looking about the people who are taking more than 50 seconds. So they can take more than 50, less than 60. So if you go here, that starts from here and up to here. So here this is 80 and here each division is like 2. So we have here 2, 72, 74, 75. So this is almost 75 value. So how many people are there? 80 is the total, 75 are taking less than 50 seconds. So how many will take more than 50? 80 minus 75, which is 5. We have to find out the percentage of the people who are taking more than 50 seconds. So how many are there? 5. They are out of 80. And we have to find percentage. So times by 100. So we got 50 over 8, or you can say 25 over 4, which is going to be 6.25%. Next is question number 14. A, B, C are the points on the circle. Here AC is the chord, O is the center, and we have given this angle as 52. We have to find out this angle. Now see, this question is very simple. Instead of B here, if I make the same question like this way, O is the center, this is A, this is B, C, and B if I take here, I think it's very easy to identify, okay, what is the relation between these two angles. It is just they have given instead this point here, not on the top of O, but on the one side. It can be here also, and it can be here also, but the process is same. That is, the angle subtended at the center will be twice the angle subtended by the same chord at any other point on the circumference. And make sure when you solve this question, you give this reason. You have to write this why you are considering it. So we have this, we need to know this angle O. If you see this triangle OAC, this triangle is an equilateral triangle, this is an isosceles triangle, because OA and OC being the radius, they will be same. So if this angle is 52, this angle is also gonna be 52. So angle AOC will be equal to 180. Take away 52 plus 52, that is 180, take away 104, and that gives me 76 degrees. So this angle is gonna be 76. So angle ABC is equal to half of angle AOC. So half of 76 degrees, and that is 38. Give a reason here, because this is an isosceles triangle and angle sum property of the triangle. You have to mention these reason. Angle sum property of triangle, and here angle subtended at the center is twice the angle made at the any other point. So this is the question number 9 to 14 I have explained in this video. Keep watching. Soon I will upload the next video, which will contain the next set of questions that will be considered as part 3. Okay, thank you.